how do we get in touch with Noumena? Are there any examples of Noumena that the group can relate to? So firstly, what is this word Noumena? Right? Noumena, right? It's not terribly common, but it's a word. And in fact, in some interview, I talked about Noumena. In fact, if you watched it, I talked about the yin aspect of awakening. And I used yin as an acronym for yielding into Noumena. Probably nobody understood that, but so what is this Noumena thing? So it's easier to explain it with another word, which is phenomena. Phenomena, we all know exactly. Phenomena is pretty much what you've been experiencing all your life. Had a tasty lunch. That's a phenomena, because how did I know the taste of the food? I put it on my tongue. My tongue told me it's tasty. It's a phenomena. There's a beautiful fragrance. I experience it. I say, "Oh, this is so good. This is such a beautiful fragrance," and that's a phenomena. These might seem like simple things, but can you think of any experience you had today that's not a phenomena? We are so used to phenomena. We've lost track of the fact that it is phenomena. We think that's all there is. So here's one crisp statement that will help. Noumena is what is, and phenomena is what appears to be. So you see the difference? Noumena is what is, what's really there. Phenomena is what it appears as. So all over the place, if I look at the walls, it's a phenomenon. That's what it appears like. It's a white thing. In every direction, it's phenomena. So, as I was saying, we're so used to phenomena that we then become spiritual one fine day. And guess what? We look for phenomena, but with the label of spirituality. So a spiritual phenomena is what we start looking at. Previously, I was busy with material phenomena, like a great car stereo. That is, to me, a great thing. But now I am meditating, so I'm going to look for some serious high-fidelity sound, but now non-physical, astral sound. I'm going to say it's divine beings talking to me. It's all phenomena. It's all phenomena. But I start thinking I'm getting pretty far along, because this morning I heard this amazing sound, and then after that I saw this light. Whoa, and then I felt this surge of energy within me. What is that? All phenomena. It's all phenomena. Except it's spiritual now. It's all spiritual. So notice that we continue with this for a long time. And this is really almost everybody. Because we think, even enlightenment, we read about somebody got enlightened somewhere. The way it's described is it was phenomenal. This guy went to the top of a mountain, and then suddenly the sky opened up and something happened, there was light, and suddenly it was like, wow, that's can I have one of those? We want that phenomena. It's a phenomena. Everything is phenomena. So we are so deep in it, we don't even know we're so deep in it. We're always looking for phenomena. We go to a spiritual retreat. Certainly not this one, but a spiritual retreat. But we're looking for phenomena. We're thinking, I'm going to have some amazing spiritual experiences. Phenomena. So all this is phenomena. What is left? Right? So turns out the most important thing is what's left. Truth, essence. All that stuff is Noumena. You can never say, I saw truth. I smelled truth. It's never going to be from your senses. Otherwise, somebody would bottle it and sell it, right? Here you go. There's a bottle of truth. You can never see it, touch it, smell it, taste it. Even though we call this tasting infinity, never mind. You can't have any sense experience of the ultimate truth. It's not a sensory experience, either of physical senses nor of inner senses. Neither. So even the inner senses are phenomena, by the way, if it's not already clear. Outer senses, inner senses, both phenomena. So now we get into trouble, because it's like, how in the world do we get a handle on this real thing? That's what we're looking for, and it's so slippery. Even ordinary things, we are constantly fooled by phenomena, and I'll give a couple examples, and let alone subtle truths. So we may step outside, look at the sun in the sky, and we say, look, there's the sun. It feels like the thing, right? You can see it, somebody else can see it. We say, there's the sun. Actually, that's just an appearance. For the simple reason, the sun is no longer there. Sun used to be there several minutes back, right? The light takes several minutes to travel. So you see the sun somewhere, it's totally not there, for sure. Even according to science, this is not anything. For stars, you can forget it. The star you're looking at is nowhere close to what you're seeing, right? It took like a zillion light years. The star has gone off God knows where, the real star. But you're seeing what looks like it's there. So this is like one simple thing. We're already thrown off by phenomena. That's why I said phenomena is what appears to be. We look at the sun and say, we can look at the light is the most obvious thing. The light you see is actually just a tiny, tiny part of what the sun really is. We are seeing the visible part of the spectrum. Even that is, we see some things, we don't see something. Then there's the invisible part of the spectrum, but that's still the electromagnetic spectrum. And then there's beyond the electromagnetic spectrum, which science doesn't know of, but doesn't mean it's not there. There's radiations from the sun that we don't have labels for, and that's there too. But we characterize the sun as this golden ball. That's what I see, that's what it must be. Pretty much everything I know about the sun is wrong because of the phenomena. So even little things we are thrown off. Big things, we're thrown off big time. Because if you have a lot of spiritual experiences, you start thinking, I'm really starting to get someplace. Really, I'm having one experience after the other. This is, finally, I'm taking off in the world of spirituality. Completely wrong. So, a lot of the cool things we talk about, like beingness, light, infinity, essence, these are all Noumena. All Noumena. So Noumena is non-physical, it's non-local, it's intangible, it's invisible. In other words, it defies the senses. So if you go towards the senses, you get it wrong. Pure intuition. Pure intuition is the only way to know these real truths, because they are in the realm of Noumena. So intuition itself is, we ordinarily think, intuition is like, you suddenly have a feeling somebody's going to call me. Oh, they called me. Oh, wow, look at my intuition. It's like amazing. Or it's things like that. This is the low end of the spectrum on intuition. The high end of the spectrum is direct knowing of who you are. This doesn't get any better than that. Knowing who you are, because that's the ultimate. And it's no different from truth, absolute truth, infinity, essence, all these things, they all collapse into one. Don't be fooled by the many words. They all are the same. They're all the same. That's the only way to know them, actually. There's absolutely no other way to know them. And so, let's go back to the question. How do we get in touch with Noumena? So, we have to start going back to this direct knowing what that's all about. And it's quite something. The cool thing about it is you actually know this thing already. So I don't have to tell you anything about it. This is like right and built in you. This is not something you're going to learn from anywhere. This direct knowing, is built into you. There's no way to learn it. It's not a learnable skill. But fortunately, we all have it. That's why even if you take just today morning, you can see what all happened to you, and you can categorize it into various groupings. Some of it is you felt it in your mind, emotions. Some you felt it in your energy field. Some of them were in the category of phenomena. And then there was something which we cannot say anything about. And that something is the thing that we're pointing at here. And you literally can't say anything about it, but you know it. And sometimes when we even tell our friend, we quickly slip into the describing the phenomena. Because we're like, something was there, I don't know. But then let me tell you about the light I saw. Because that I can tell you. But I can't tell you anything about the real thing. I'd love to, but I can't. And that's the thing, the Noumena thing. That's the thing we are all after. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.